New information on a drive-by shooting that happened in Kennewick, where one of the shooters allegedly had his children in the car during the shooting. And Richland police stop a potential car thief from making off with a citizen's truck.
And a beautiful Memorial Day is on the way. We have cooler temperatures before another warming trend this upcoming weekend. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald in for Jill Sperling.
Oh, yeah, she is in for Jill Sperling. I'm Jason Valentine. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Jason.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic.
Excellent.
I got a lot of stuff done that I've been putting off for a while, so it was very eventful. How about you?
I did about the same thing. Did a lot of cleaning, and hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Of course, today is Memorial Day. Important to remember the men and women who lost their lives for our country. And again, we're looking at a beautiful day. Let's take a look outside. Gorgeous conditions, folks. Maybe a little bit of haze out there, but just like yesterday, we're going to see more and more sunshine coming on in on our radar. Almost just nothing happening throughout the Northwest. Perfect for traveling if you have folks who are traveling back home, or if you are talking to somebody who's traveling back here. We're looking at very nice conditions throughout the Northwest, and more sunshine is on the way, and it's going to be sticking with us. And we do expect to see a little bit of wind today, 10 to 15 mile per hour, so a little breezy at times. Mid to upper 80s for the Yakima region, upper 80s for the Tri-Cities, and over in Walla Walla, just ample sunshine throughout. So if you have any plans for your Memorial Day, it is going to be gorgeous. And again, folks, we're going to slowly cool down towards midweek and then warm up as we look at a warmer weekend on the way. I'll tell you about that in my forecast, but for right now, let's send it back to Riley.
Thank you so much, Jason. A Kennewick woman is facing several charges after an hours-long standoff at an apartment complex on Sunday. At approximately 11 on Sunday morning, the Kennewick Police Department responded to the 100 block of North McKinley Street, searching for a wanted person. 35-year-old Kayla Guzman, who had multiple felony and misdemeanor warrants, was at the location. Verbal contact was made with Guzman, who reported she was armed. The apartment complex was contained and a request for Tri-City Regional SWAT was made. Prior to the SWAT arrival, the apartment Guzman was in caught fire. Neighboring apartments were evacuated with no injuries reported. SWAT was able to make entry and detain Guzman, who was transported to an area hospital for treatment for non-life-threatening injuries. Guzman was booked into Benton County Jail on outstanding warrants and new charges of arson, burglary, resisting arrest, and false reporting. Kennewick police are looking into accusations of sexual assault after officers were originally dispatched to the 1000 block of South Johnson Street for a burglary in process. Upon arrival, officers contacted a 28-year-old female who disclosed that she was lured into an empty house and sexually assaulted. Officers with the Kennewick Police Department, along with the Benton County Sheriff's Office and Pasco Police Department, contained the area and attempted to locate the suspect, who fled on foot. This case is still under investigation. If anyone has information about this incident, call the non-emergency number at 509-628-0333. Anonymous tips can also be made at kpdtips.com. A Kennewick man is facing charges after being accused of bringing his children with him to a gang shooting. Authorities said 37-year-old John Salinas' two sons were walking near Kamiakin High School last Tuesday when they claimed a silver vehicle pulled up next to them and threatened them with a gun. The teens called Salinas, who came to pick them up. According to court documents, Salinas' 9-year-old daughter was also in the vehicle. It was later reported to police that the silver vehicle pulled up next to Salinas' vehicle as he waited at a red light. Witnesses said the driver in the silver car began shooting at Salinas and his children. Investigators say there is evidence in the vehicle that suggested Salinas shot back. Salinas suffered several injuries in the shooting and was arrested Wednesday. Salinas is a convicted felon with cases in Washington, Oregon, and Texas. Due to his convictions, it is illegal for him to own a firearm. His bail is set at $500,000 due to investigators' beliefs that Salinas brought his 9-year-old daughter with him on a mission to confront a person with a gun. And a man was arrested Saturday after a shooting on Jadwin Avenue. 30-year-old Patrick Liver was arrested on suspicion of drive-by shooting, unlawful possession of a firearm, burglary, and obstruction. Officers were called to the 1700 block of Jadwin Avenue after several car calls reported a shooting. When they arrived, officers say they didn't find any victims, but they saw a vehicle that matched the description given by one of the witnesses. When the officer tried to confront the driver, later identified as Liver, he ran into a nearby apartment. The SWAT team was then called and authorities were able to arrest Liver. And Richland police officers responded to a call of a possible auto theft in the 1400 block of Judson Avenue early Friday morning. According to the RPD, the callers say he saw a teen get into his truck and drive away. He said the truck then stalled in the middle of the street. RPD says when officers arrived, they found the vehicle in the street. The teen suspect then ran from the scene. Officers were able to chase him and arrested him near Goethals Street. Authorities say they suspected this was the same teen who had tried to steal another vehicle just prior to taking the truck. RPD say the teen suspect was arrested on suspicion of auto theft, prowling, driving without a license, obstructing, and 2 unrelated warrants. And drivers headed between Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities are about to be moving a lot faster. WashDOT is almost finished with a new section of US 12 north of Touchy and Loudoun. This project has been going on for decades and there's still a lot more work ahead. But this latest update means that Touchy and Loudoun won't have highway traffic going through anymore, and drivers will have 4 lanes of divided highway instead of 2 along this section. WashDOT initially said they plan to have this highway reopened today. And it's the final day of a 3-day weekend and the beautiful weather, which means a lot of people are going to be spending some time outside. The Benton County Mosquito Control says you might see their plane out doing mosquito treatments. They say, like last year, there's a lot of water around, which makes a perfect breeding ground for the bugs. And unlike last year, it's been very hot this spring. While mosquito control is doing what they can, they're also recommending that you use bug spray if you're going to be out along the Yakima River, especially at dawn and dusk. And we're getting into fire season. A federal judge ruled Friday that the government can keep using chemical fire retardants on wildfires, even though the chemicals are polluting the waterways. Environmentalists sued the U.S. Forest Service, saying hundreds of chemical fire retardants drops have ended up not on the fire, but on the streams instead in the past decade, which they said was in violation of the Clean Water Act. But the government said most of that pollution happened by accident in less than 1 out of every 100 fire retardant drops. They said the chemicals are a crucial factor in getting ahead of devastating wildfires. A judge in Montana agreed. And Sunset Gardens in Richland is hosting a Memorial Day service in remembrance for everyone who has served the country. We're taking a live look outside in Richland this morning. It is a day of thoughtful reflection for all of the men and women who have sacrificed for the country. Sunset Gardens have been busy this morning, setting out more than 1,000 flags to fly across the cemetery. For the 51st annual Memorial Day community celebration, there are free hot dogs and snow cones from 10 to 2, skydivers, live music, and a guest speaker. We will return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us for a quick look at the weather.
Thank you so much, Riley. What a beautiful Monday, Memorial Day we have ahead, and more sunshine, but cooler temperatures on the way this week. I'll get you ready for that. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And today is Memorial Day, and for most of us that means barbecues and a day by the water, but when we come back we get into the true reason why we celebrate Memorial Day. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Monday on Live, Bethany Frankel. Plus we kick off Get Ready for Summer Week.
Amazing!
Today at 9 on Cap KVU.
We're reinventing our network.
For total confidence and complete control.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
Stay connected with your world wherever, whenever with the Cap KVU Plus app.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
Big stories, first alert weather, live streaming, and more. Cap KVU Plus, available in the App Store and Google Play.
JC tried Game Flings for the first time the other day and forgot where she was. You can always spot a first-timer. Game Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Price pinch? Give it the hammer. Workload overload? Give it the hammer. When times get tough, the tough, give it the hammer. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. Our 20-page book has store-wide savings in every department. We've got your projects around the house, inside and out, covered for less. Plus, find great savings on sporting goods, food, snacks, and more. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on an XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
This is the new Smokin' Triple Stack at Firehouse Subs with honey ham, smoked turkey, and brisket smoked low and slow for up to 16 hours. It's one of our meatiest subs ever. Try the new Smokin' Triple Stack only at Firehouse Subs.
Check out the Grand Coulee Dam by air, Tuesday on Cap KVU Local News at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, a reminder about Memorial Day. Ultimately, it's a chance to honor those who gave up everything for our country. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
Across the country, Americans young and old paying their respects this Memorial Day.
Some of them gave the ultimate sacrifice for us, and we must remember them and we must show them honor.
Overnight in our nation's capital,
and I would do it for you.
A powerhouse group of performers taking the stage to pay tribute to war heroes and their families.
The brother who's not there, we salute.
At Arlington National Cemetery, more than 1,000 service members from the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, known as the Old Guard, honoring our nation's fallen heroes, placing American flags in front of more than 270,000 headstones, the tradition in its 75th year. In Boston, hundreds of volunteers arranging more than 37,000 flags at the Soldiers and Sailors Monument.
For the men and women who gave our nation the last full measure of service in all wars.
Memorial Day especially poignant for Gold Star families who are keeping the names and memories of their fallen loved ones alive.
My son is Specialist Zachary Charles Moore. He died in 2017. He was 23 years old. He was everybody's best friend. He was so loved. He was so fun. We need to remember those who were lost.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Coming up, a rash of shootings across the country over the weekend, including one at a casino in King County. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. We have quite the Memorial Day on the way. You're watching Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Craving Rock My World bold flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
You've evolved. You've changed. So have we.
That's why new Dove Body Wash now has 24-hour renewing micro moisture for continuous care. New Dove Body Wash. Change is beautiful.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products: fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
From Cap Cay View, Apple Valley Eats.
The next time your jaws are aching for a really great seafood dinner, where would you rather be?
I'd rather be at Sea Galley. Now, isn't that a good idea? At Sea Galley, we have lobster and clam chowder and shrimp. At Sea Galley, you don't need to wait for the weekend. We offer 3 cuts of slow roasted juicy prime rib 7 days a week. And don't forget, we offer our all-you-can-eat salad bar. Or the Shipwreck Lounge with local beers, wines, and a variety of signature drinks. And don't forget, we've got crab legs. Come on down to Sea Galley.
So come get your crab legs tonight.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen. Now, Cap Cay View First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, and welcome to Memorial Day. What a beautiful morning we have so far, and we're just going to continue to see nice conditions today, very on par with what we saw yesterday. We did see some scattered showers Friday and especially Saturday evening, but those have moved off and we're looking much nicer. So a sunny day today, dry weather trend for at least the next couple of days, if not for the week ahead. And we're going to be getting a little cooler before we get a little warmer. So on our radar, free and clear throughout the Northwest, just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And as we look at a little bit of a macro look, we have a low pressure system kind of ruling the roost, slowing things down, and we're going to continue to see its influence for the next couple of days as we start to cool down, but then warm up. I'll get to that in a bit. Our futurecast, beautiful sunshine all day today. A little bit of shower activity off to the southeast, but other than that, tomorrow morning, more sunshine, maybe a little bit of cloud coverage coming in for Walla Walla and Pendleton tomorrow afternoon. But other than shower activity off to the east, we are looking spectacular, and we're going to be staying that way. Look at these temperatures. Very warm this morning. 62 for Yakima, 58 for Toppenish, 58 for Hanford, 58 for Hermiston. Other than that, we're in the mid to lower 50s. Just a warm morning, folks, and we're going to continue to see warm conditions in our morning hours. Now, we are going to dip, though. We're going to dip to just above our average, so to the lower 80s for the Tri-City, so mid to upper 70s for many of our other areas as we get to Wednesday and Thursday. But then we're just going to bolster back up and be a little bit warmer than our last weekend. Just 2 days ago and yesterday, we were in the mid to upper 80s. We're going to be in the mid to lower 90s as we get to Saturday and Sunday. So folks, a little bit of relief, and then we'll be seeing warmer temperatures on the way. So again, plenty of sunshine is also expected. So wind speeds about where we expect it to be. We could see a little bit above double digits, so 15 mile per hour looks to be the max today, except for maybe a quick gust or two. So some breezy conditions, nominal winds right now in the Tri-Cities, and we're going to see 10 to 15 mile per hour winds pretty much for the week ahead. So we are getting some airflow, which is good, and we're going to continue to see not too much airflow, but still enough to keep things fresh, and no real wind events though for it looks like the week ahead. So very calm conditions are on the way. So our highs today, we are warm. We're in the mid 80s for Yakima and Toppenish, 80 degrees for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 80s, maybe a 90 or 2 mixed in there. In the Blue Mountain region, warmest, starting to warm up there as well. Mid 80s, 87 for Walla Walla. 7-day forecast, and again, folks, a beautiful Memorial Day. We'll see a little bit of cloud coverage tomorrow, especially in the Blue Mountain region. And as we head into our work week, we're going to be in those upper 70s for Yakima, and then getting to the mid to upper 80s by the weekend, and possibly lower 90s. Overnight lows, upper 40s to mid to lower 50s for much of the week ahead. In the Tri-Cities area, look at all that sunshine on the way, dipping to the lower 80s Wednesday and Thursday, then building up to the mid 90s for your weekend. Overnight lows mostly in those 50s. So folks, a beautiful holiday Memorial Day is ahead. Plenty of sunshine, maybe some breeze at times, but still a beautiful day. And it looks like we're going to cool down before we warm back up for our upcoming weekend.
Thank you so much, Jason. Memorial Day is a time to honor those who have died serving in the United States in America's military. It also marks an unofficial start to summer with lazy backyard barbecues and other festivities. But for many, this Memorial Day weekend has been marked by tragedy instead of celebration, as a string of shootings rocked the communities across the nation. Reed Binion reports.
These gangbangers who are lawless, and what they are gangbangers.
Officials say at least 3 people were killed and multiple others injured in a shooting at a motorcycle rally in Red River, New Mexico, Saturday. According to police, it started with a confrontation between motorcycle gangs. The mayor of Red River said everyone involved is in police custody. Police say Jacob David Castillo, who was injured and hospitalized, was charged with an open count of murder. Meanwhile, police in the Seattle area searching for a suspect after a Saturday shooting at a casino. 3 people were hospitalized and are in critical condition. On the other side of the country, 5 people were shot Friday in Baltimore. Police say it began with an argument.
With officers less than 50 or 60 feet away, there was an officer that had been here all day. It says a lot about that person who is willing to do that.
All the injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. Police are still looking for the suspect. A suspect also still at large in nearby Washington, D.C., after a man was killed in a shooting at the Metro's Navy Yard station Sunday morning. That shooting started with an argument on the train. And in Atlanta, 2 teens were shot Sunday morning outside a high school. One 16-year-old victim was killed, the other hospitalized in stable condition. No arrests have been made, and police did not say what led to the shooting. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
We have more details on that shooting that occurred at a casino in King County over the weekend. Roxbury Lanes and casino is closed until further notice after King County Sheriff's deputies say a suspect went inside the casino and began to shoot. 2 men and a woman were hit. Nearby residents say they heard the gunshots and saw a large police presence. They say, unfortunately, this isn't uncommon, especially at night. The suspect has not been located and is currently at large. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, one Kentucky man gets lucky after running out of gas and picking up a lottery ticket while filling back up. It's coming up.
This week on GMA, the Sharks are here for you. Mark, Robert, Barbara, Damon, with real strategies on how you can be successful and get the best deal with real estate.
Are you ready to swim with the Sharks?
Shark-proof your life on Good Morning
America!
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
for all the times we've been inspired to be just like Dad. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 trimmer. Real STIHL. Find yours.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
E.T.'s summer movie preview, behind the scenes of the biggest blockbusters. From Harrison Ford's final Indiana Jones to Tom Cruise's new mission.
Epic in every way.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
A Kentucky man who ran out of gas stopped to fuel up and left, winning $1 million. Michael Schlemmer said earlier this month he ran out of gas and coasted into the gas station. He said he had $40 on him, so he bought $20 in gas and a single $20 lottery ticket.
Ooh, that's a hefty price for a lottery ticket. Turned out the ticket, well, was a winner. The Food Mart will get more than $8,000 from the Kentucky Lottery for selling him that winning ticket.
Schlemmer got the lump sum of $862,000 rather than getting $50,000 a year over the next 2 decades. He says after taxes, he received a check for more than $600,000.
So Schlemmer says he plans to buy a new car while saving the rest of his winnings. Well, congratulations. And you hear about all those folks who win the big $300 million prizes, but still $1 million that can help change a life. So
exactly.
Congratulations. And again, a $20 lottery ticket.
I would say I've never paid $20 for a lottery ticket.
Yeah, I would say. So,
but a very good investment for Michael.
It worked out for him. All right, quick look outside, everyone. A beautiful Memorial Day is here, and more is on the way. I'll have your first alert forecast coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, good news out of Washington, D.C. this morning as a tentative debt ceiling deal is now on the table, and the Pentagon is putting new measures in place to ensure classified documents remain secret. That's coming up next.
In today's Tech Bites, Meta's new VR headset adds some color. According to Bloomberg, the Quest 3's prototype includes 2 color video pass-through cameras and a depth sensor. A New York lawyer reportedly used ChatGPT to prepare for a lawsuit, and it backfired. The New York Times says Stephen Schwartz submitted a brief that was filled with bogus citations, totally made-up cases. Schwartz told the judge he was unaware the chatbot's content could be false. Finally, Apple is shutting down My Photo Stream. The service will stop uploading photos to Apple's servers on June 26th, then officially shut down a month later. Apple says you won't lose any photos or videos because they're all stored on at least one of your devices, but they recommend customers use the iCloud to store pictures across multiple devices. I'm surprised the iCloud is still afloat. After all, it's always syncing. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Bold. Rich. Intensely delicious dark chocolate. Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Makes life a bite better.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy. Allegra gives you the fastest, non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief so you can live your greatness.
It's Macy's Memorial Day sale. With an extra 20% off everything you need to celebrate with your crew and kick off the summer in style. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members earn even faster during Star Money bonus days, going on now.
A tentative debt ceiling deal has been agreed to by party leaders in Washington, D.C., but some lawmakers still aren't satisfied. And the Pentagon is taking steps to ensure that classified material is contained properly after leaks of sensitive information onto the internet.
And a beautiful Memorial Day is here and on its way, with cooler temperatures before a warming trend heading into the weekend. All of your forecast coming up.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald in for Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. Hope you have it off. And how's it going there, Riley?
Oh, it's going fantastic, Jason. How are you doing?
Good. Again, a nice relaxing weekend. And again, folks, hope you have wonderful plans for your Memorial Day. And well, I'll tell you one thing, the weather is not going to get in the way. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful sunshine throughout, and we're going to be seeing more sunshine today, almost a carbon copy to what we saw yesterday. We have a little bit of wind that's going to be kicking up, 10 to 15 mile per hour at times. Other than that, just a beautiful, beautiful holiday Monday. Clear skies. So if you're doing some traveling today or have some people traveling back home, we are looking at very nice conditions for travelers. We are going to be seeing highs right in the mid to upper 80s, possibly a 90-degree mark here or there. And as we move along in our work week, we are going to be cooling down towards Wednesday and Thursday, but then we're going to be warming back up as we head into our next weekend. Looks like it'll be warmer than the past weekend we just had, mid to lower 90s, some upper 80s in there. So folks, some very nice conditions are on the way as we look at a drying trend for the next couple of days. But if you need some relief from the heat, it is on the way. But if you're a fan of the heat, more of that is on the way as well. I'll get to that in my full forecast. It's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Riley.
Thank you so much, Jason. Turning to Washington and that 11th hour debt limit deal, President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are now urging Congress to push through their agreement to raise the debt ceiling. Though the president says the compromise takes catastrophic default off the table, lawmakers from both parties are accusing their sides of making too many concessions. ABC's Justin Finch has more.
This morning, with the Treasury Secretary warning the nation could be 7 days away from defaulting on its debts, a new lap in the race to raise the debt ceiling is underway.
The Speaker and I made it clear from the start that the only way forward was a bipartisan agreement.
President Joe Biden urging Congress to pass the debt limit deal he brokered with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Both leaders forced to make concessions.
It doesn't get everything everybody wanted, but that's in divided government. That's where we end up.
The compromise would increase the country's $31 trillion debt ceiling through the 2024 presidential election and lock in new spending restraints. Sources tell ABC News the budget deal keeps most federal spending roughly flat next year, raising it by 1% in 2025. Defense spending would increase. The agreement includes new work requirements with time limits on how long some Americans up to age 54 can receive food assistance. Sources say the bill would also preserve Social Security, Medicaid, and veterans benefits. Congress members are reacting to the 99-page legislation released Sunday. Staunch conservatives like Virginia Republican Bob Good believe McCarthy gave up too much, writing, "No one claiming to be a conservative could justify a yes vote." Congressional Progressive Caucus Chair Pramila Jayapal on CNN.
And I think it is really unfortunate that the president opened the door to this.
Meantime, many Americans who rely on federal assistance, like this West Virginia single mom, worry Capitol Hill delays will cost her family.
There are other bills that either are going to go unpaid or we're not going to eat.
Congress members are due back to Capitol Hill tomorrow from their holiday recess, with the House on track for a debt ceiling vote Wednesday. And the Senate is already bracing for potential votes Friday and into the weekend. The Pentagon is stepping up security to stop the unauthorized removal of classified material. Pentagon Force Protection Agency says it is increasing security screenings and measures for employees entering and exiting the building. The move comes after Air National Guardsman Jack Teixeira was charged under the Espionage Act for a massive leak of classified documents. He has not entered a formal plea. After the leak, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin also ordered a 45-day review of defense security programs, policies, and procedures. That review should be completed in the next few days. And Jason Valentine is here to look at your forecast.
My goodness, we already have a beautiful morning. We have a beautiful holiday ahead. Can't wait to tell you about it. My first alert weather forecast that's coming right up.
And the writers' strike in Hollywood is nearing a full month, garnering support from other unions across multiple industries.
Craving Rock My World bold flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. It's 20 pages of great store-wide savings, including lawn and garden supplies, sporting goods, and more. At Bi-Mart, our members get more value every day.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Welcome to Some Bagels and Gelato at the Uptown Plaza in Richland. We've been making fresh bagels from scratch since 1991. From plain to everything and all those yummy flavors in between. Taste the difference that a fresh bagel can offer. We're sure you'll agree we have the best bagels in the whole world. And while a bagel is tasty on its own, it's even better when topped with our fresh-made flavored cream cheese. We have onion and chive, jalapeno, strawberry, and even sriracha. Go ahead, you know you want some. And when you want to step it up even more, our bagel sandwiches will keep you coming back again and again. Breakfast and lunch, hot and cold, we have a sandwich calling you. Of course, the best way to get your day going is with our fresh roasted coffee. Straight up black, latte, or mocha. Some Bagels and Gelato could be your new coffee break. And of course, we've been known to serve up smiles with our homemade gelato. A dozen flavors of goodness, certain to satisfy. Enjoy it here or take it to go. So, we invite you to visit us here in Richland or at our Kennewick location on Washington. Either way, you'll get friendly service and food that is sure to satisfy. Some Bagels and Gelato and Some Bagels too. So, we hope to see you real soon.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, Hollywood writers took a break from the picketing lines Friday for a multi-union rally in downtown Los Angeles. This comes as the Writers Guild of America strike wraps up its fourth week with no end in sight. Tom Waite reports.
Union solidarity on full display in downtown LA. Many holding the sign, Unions Strike Back, in solidarity with the Writers Guild. Their strike now closing in on a month. Union members from across the spectrum came out, service workers, teachers, Teamsters, SAG-AFTRA, and more.
Solidarity is everything within our unions and among our unions, and we have that. We feel that.
And if we stand together, like we're doing right here, right now, and support one another in our collective fights, we would have the opportunity to strike back.
We're going to stand in solidarity with SAG-AFTRA, DGA, WGA, IATSE.
While there was a strong sense of camaraderie in this crowd, the cheers and chants belie a very challenging situation confronting striking Hollywood writers. The studios are now directing their attention toward two other unions, the Directors Guild and SAG-AFTRA, the union that represents actors, which means the writers' strike is likely to drag on for weeks, if not more. How does everyone come together to end this?
Well, the companies need to come back and get serious and talk to us in a real way. SAG has taken their strike authorization vote, which I think is very impressive and great, and we'll see what their numbers are on June 5th. Their contract is up June 30th. The director's contract is up June 30th. If we're all out, what happens?
We are costing the studios money every single day that we are out there. Every time a production shuts down, every day that they don't have new material that they can shoot. It is costing them money, and they know how to end it.
Striking writers have said they want better compensation for streaming, better staffing, but a deal still seems very far out of reach.
Corporate executives making tens of millions a year, while our brothers and sisters and siblings cannot get basic health care.
And the strike has heavily impacted TV viewing, with late-night talk shows and Saturday Night Live all forced into reruns. The walkout has also prompted numerous television and film productions to shut down, as other union members refuse to cross picket lines. Well, Celine Dion's world tour will not go on. The famed singer canceled her Courage World Tour over health concerns. On social media, Dion says it's not fair to keep postponing the performances, and she wants to get her strength and voice back before launching a physically demanding tour. She recently announced she has stiff person syndrome, a rare progressive condition that attacks the nervous system. Dion says she's been having muscle spasms and sometimes has difficulty walking or even using her vocal cords the way she usually does. She hopes to reschedule the tour when her health has improved. Ticket holders can receive a refund at the point of purchase. Coming up, after Washington residents have been exposed to hepatitis A, some are calling for the CDC to recommend vaccinations for all restaurant workers. And folks, I'll return on this beautiful Monday morning, Memorial Day morning, with your forecast. I'll get you ready for the day and the upcoming week ahead. You're watching Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Portion of KFKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Save with a truckload special on Whirlpool French door refrigerators at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
Check out this stainless Whirlpool French door refrigerator. It's only $15.99 at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
See the latest colors and newest models of Whirlpool refrigerators with one stop at Fred's Appliance.
All Whirlpool refrigerators are on sale. Act now and see this smudge-proof Whirlpool stainless French door for only $15.99.
Take advantage of truckload savings at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
This all-new Aria is an elegant EV.
Yeah, with 389 horsepower. And all-wheel drive.
It's beautiful.
It's a beast.
It's electric.
With an edge.
Oh, let's go with that.
Get a low $429 per month lease or get 2.99% financing for 36 months on the all-new Aria.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking was proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Rick's Fencing and Decking thanks you for joining us in honoring our veterans and all who serve.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease the 2023 all-electric Kia EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive for just $579 per month or purchase for $53,849. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
You've evolved. You've changed. So have we. That's why new Dove Body Wash now has 24-hour renewing micro moisture for continuous care. New Dove Body Wash. Change is beautiful.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning and good Memorial Day morning. Wow, look at all the sunshine we have, and just like we saw yesterday, plenty of sunshine. We did see some scattered showers come through Friday and especially Saturday night, but none of that today. We are very much settled down and looking at a beautiful Memorial Day ahead. We do have a dry weather trend as well, and we're going to be cooler. Well, and then we're going to be warmer as we move along in our week. I'll show you that in a bit. So, radar, we are free and clear, and that includes the entire Northwest. So that means great traveling weather, and really we're going to be looking at very nice conditions for the next couple of days at least. We do have a low pressure system right above Spokane, and that is pretty much ruling the roost, keeping anything away from our areas, also causing not too much wind, a little bit of wind today, and temperatures starting to drop, but not today. We're going to be looking at just beautiful conditions. So on our future cast, plenty of clear skies for our Monday, maybe a hint of cloud coverage coming in the evening for Yakima. As we get into tomorrow morning, very, very nice. We do have some shower activity coming to the east, southeast of the Blue Mountain region. Could bring a little bit of cloud coverage into the Blue Mountain area. Other than that, folks, we are staying lovely and we are staying dry and going to stay that way for at least the next couple of days. So right now, hot spot is 62 in Yakima. Other than that, we're in the mid to lower 50s for most of our areas, a little bit warmer in Hermiston, but still a very warm morning. And as we move along in our work week, a lot of people get back to work tomorrow, we'll be looking at a bit cooler temperatures tomorrow, and then still above our average for this time of year. For the Tri-Cities, the average is 79. So all of our areas will see probably upper 70s by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. And then we're going to ascend to even warmer temperatures than we just saw in our previous weekend, just yesterday and Saturday. So it looks like mid to lower 90s to upper 80s for all of our cities by the time we get to our weekend. So above average for the entire week, just a little bit of a cool down as we head towards midweek. So this is pretty indicative of the winds we're going to see today. Occasionally we'll see them get to the double digits to maybe even a little bit above 15 to 10 mile per hour, but still nominal winds right now in the Tri-Cities. We'll see a little bit of breeze coming through, and as we move along in our week, we're going to see maybe just a bit of a bump on Wednesday, but still very calm, very cool conditions. And again, folks, we'll be seeing those winds not really vary too much for the next couple of days. So mid 80s for Yakima, Toppenish, 80 degrees for Ellensburg. As we move into the mid-Columbia, mid to upper 80s as well, and mid 80s for the Blue Mountain region as we're very closely grouped together, meaning a very calm weather pattern. So we start to cool down tomorrow, and as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday, upper 70s for Yakima, mid 80s by Friday, and then right around that 90-degree mark for your weekend. But folks, plenty of sunshine is on the way. Overnight lows mid to lower 50s to upper 40s. In the Tri-Cities area, 86 tomorrow, lower 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and then we ascend up to those mid 90s. And again, folks, just ample sunshine, including today. So folks, it's Monday. I hope you have it off. And folks, plenty of sunshine is on the way today. And again, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Should be a beautiful Memorial Day indeed.
Thank you, Jason. Health officials in Washington state are warning some Taco Bell customers in Snohomish that they might have been exposed to hepatitis A. The health alert comes as some call on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to recommend all restaurant workers be vaccinated against the virus. Molly Shen reports.
Larry and Diane Vest were regulars at Famous Anthony's in Roanoke, Virginia. They knew the staff there by name. In 2021, one of those workers was unknowingly infected with hepatitis A, a virus easily spread through contact.
Whether it be a table or a doorknob, a menu, they actually worked in the kitchen itself. So they were a little bit all over the place, and you just don't know.
Weeks later, Scott Vest's stepmother was dead from complications of hepatitis A. Then his father passed away. Seattle food safety attorney Bill Marler is now pushing for all restaurant workers to be vaccinated for Hep A.
If they do contract the disease, they're producing the virus at a time when they're not actually sick. And by the time they're sick, they've already been spreading it.
At the busy Portage Bay Cafe, owners would like all employees to be vaccinated, but they question if potential hires would be able to find those vaccination records and say the Restaurant Association would likely push back against a mandate.
Do we need to raise prices because we are now having to go through extra steps in clearing people, making it harder for us to hire? That's going to have an effect on whether or not this actually happens.
Marler meets with policymakers at the CDC next month and is hoping they'll recommend the shot, if not require it. Vest hopes it becomes policy, even though it's too late to save his parents.
We were looking forward to having them down and enjoying the sunshine down here in Florida, and unfortunately that just that didn't happen. Got taken away from us.
Molly Shen, KOMO News.
Well, if you're grilling out for Memorial Day, it's important to focus on food safety. The USDA says you can lower your risk of food poisoning spoiling the fun by keeping your hands and work surfaces clean and by keeping raw meat or seafood separate from salads, fruit, and anything else that won't be cooked.
It's so easy to then touch other items and spread that bacteria around, which we don't want. The warmer temperatures make it really easy for bacteria to multiply to dangerous levels that can potentially get you sick.
Temperature is key. You've got to get cooked food hot enough to kill germs and keep cold food chilled. A good rule of thumb is when it's over 90 degrees, you've only got 1 hour before cold food needs to go back in the cooler or the fridge. When we come back, a California man is being called a hero after stopping a bank robbery without resorting to violence. That's coming up.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's finals time, where what happens next lives on forever. This time is for all time.
We love our pets, but we don't always love their hair, which is why we made Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. With 3 times the pet hair fighting ingredients, just one sheet helps remove pet hair from your clothes. Looking good starts in the dryer with Bounce Pet.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. With the money you saved, we tried electric unicycles.
I think I got it.
Doggy paddle, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away. Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
for over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco will be open Memorial Weekend, Saturday to Monday, 1 to 5:45 p.m. to kick off the summer swim season. Stop by this weekend and register to win a family season pass, good for a family of 4, sponsored by Darigold. Cool off with us this weekend at Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco for all the fun. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Honoring men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Let's sit closer to home on this lovely Monday morning. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Beautiful blue skies, and that is going to continue, and we're warming up in places right around 80 degrees for Ellensburg, so beautiful conditions there. Maybe a hint of cloud coverage as we get to the evening hours. For the Yakima Valley, unfettered sunshine, mid-80s, beautiful. Over in the Mid-Columbia, more unfettered sunshine, just very much like we saw yesterday, mid to upper 80s. Could see a 90-degree mark here or there. And in the Blue Mountain region, just a touch cooler, mid to lower 80s. But still, folks, beautiful conditions here on your holiday Monday.
Residents of a California town are praising one of their own for stopping a bank robbery earlier this week.
He didn't even use a weapon or even use physical restraint to do it, just empathy. Lizzie Mitri has the story.
Word spread fast.
It's kind of a shock.
About a Woodland man.
Guy's a hero. I wanted to shake his hand.
And his unforgettable trip to the bank.
And I would have been here yesterday. I was going to come at 11 o'clock.
That's when I was here.
And I go, I'll just go tomorrow.
You missed the action.
Michael Armas found himself at the center of it while making a deposit here at the Bank of the West on Main Street, where he knows all the tellers.
Because I'm always joking around, and there wasn't no jokes yesterday.
Instead of smiles, this time he was met with looks of concern, and Armas noticed a man inside covering his face with his shirt.
I seen that the way he was talking, he was getting irritated. He said, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Woodland police say that man had passed a note to one of the tellers claiming he had a gun and was robbing the place, unbeknownst to Armas.
But the thing was, I seen something else. He seemed to be depressed the way he was talking. So I just approached him and I asked him, I said, what's wrong? I said, you don't have a job? He said, there's nothing in this town for me. Nothing in this town for me. I just want to go to prison.
Armas says he tried to comfort him and asked if they could step outside.
So I took him outside and I gave the man a hug right here at the doors. And he started crying. And then I stepped away from him and swoop, here come all the cops. No sirens, just lights everywhere. Rifles out, get on the ground.
Video from a viewer shows as police cleared out the bank.
The ladies were all worried. The one in there teller was saying, no, not the one in the black shirt.
Armas is pretty casual about it all.
I believed that it was meant for me to be here that day.
Police arrested 43-year-old Eduardo Plasencia for attempted robbery, and Armas says he's thinking of visiting him in jail.
You know, love overcomes all things. People don't realize that. Try to be kind to somebody, it makes a difference.
In Woodland, Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 News.
All right, very nice.
Interesting, approaching it with empathy.
Yes. Well, again, we need more mental health experts out in the field.